This tool is a weapon to help you in this battle between the forces outside you that don't want you to have self, don't want you to have any independence, don't want you to have any personal power. The better you get at using them when there's a real problem in your life, the more confident you're going to become. I'm going to create a new world with a new reality.
It is not the wounds that made me who I am. It's the choices I made in response to those wounds. What you're struggling with right now makes you human, not broken.
The reason why people are stuck in their pain or stuck in not moving beyond their stuckness, if you like, is because there's a perception that the pain is too big.
Let it be okay to be human. We're messy, it's okay. But to be able to say, hey, let's use these tools, let's find new ways to get present individually and together. And from that place, let's learn how to create a lot less drama in the world and learn to have more fun and creativity and connection, all the things that really matter to us. Oh, hello, I'm Princess Diana.
And people are just so tired of mustering up the willpower to do the next thing that fails them.
Since you're trying to take my balls here, let me just hand them to you.
Okay, you're right, I'm fighting for balls, aren't I?
Yes.
Here, you can have yours back.
Thank you very much. Reattach.
I've never met a person who doesn't have at least a shred of a belief I'm not good enough. There was a decision that was made at the unconscious level. How is that playing out in your life now?
I can see that reflect in most of the decisions I make today.
Part of what we do with these tools is we clear away that rubble.
Nobody gets better because of me.
Who is this we you're talking about?
They get better because of themselves. They do this work, they improve. They don't do this work, they don't.
You can relax.
All of us have some sort of blindness. I'm a guide. I help people interpret and make meaning of what they're seeing so that it can be of service to them. That's when we actually feel that alignment. So this is kind of a new way of thinking about it for a lot of us.
It's humbling to look and say, what actually can I learn from this lesson?
People carry around pain and concern and don't feel lovable and don't feel like if they're not perfect, that if they don't have enough money, and then they lose presence and enjoyment of life because we've been addicted to outcomes in this world. If I have this, then I'll be that. When I get here, then I'll feel this.
Your life is yours to drive. Your life is yours to control. Your life is yours to manifest. You need energy and vitality. You need to tighten the aperture of your focus, and you need to turn your awareness inward to really wake up to who you are and what truly makes you happy.
If you don't decide it's your time now, when the heck is it going to be your time?
We empower people to create and live a life they love.
My entire framework is how do I help you live your richest life? Knowing that you're the asset and you're in the driver's seat.
My number one intention is to just create a safe space where they feel like they can be themselves, where they feel like there's nothing wrong, there's nothing I'm trying to figure out. We're just here to learn and grow.
Then we ask, are you willing to shift? Are you willing to move from to me to by me? Are you willing to move from below the line to above the line? It's a legitimate question. Are you willing? One of the key tools for anybody on the journey to aliveness and freedom is, what is your relationship with feelings? Can you label them? Can you feel them? Can you learn from them? If you're willing, and to imagine not having that, that is a transformational tool in living and leading.
We go into all these kind of acrobatics to try to earn our worth, prove our worth, augment our worth, struggle, work hard, sacrifice, etc. Chair for the energy of money. I help people to transform the blocks that are in their way.
If you cannot articulate what is driving the unhappiness, the brokenness, the shame, the guilt, the treasures in your past, then become weeds. And they will make your future become a recreation of your past. It'll just look different, but it'll feel the same.
Self-sabotage is a key factor in most of the work that I do. And there's always a reason why someone's holding themselves back for success.
You You have to be willing to shatter your beliefs and be willing to have new beliefs come in. You can transform, even in areas that you weren't even intending to. That's the beauty of it all.
If I can get the person to speak from their hurt and their pain without blaming or shaming anyone else, then I could get everyone to listen.
So I want to grab you by the shoulders and shake you and say, whatever you believe in as a higher force, you have gifts and you need to give them to the world.
I'm helping people break out of the shame-based reaction, the toxic dialogue they have about worth and worthiness. In this world of strife and sorrow, it doesn't change, I change.
And there's a gap between who you could have been and who you're actually being. It's in that gap in which regret, anxiety, disillusionment, depression exists. When you close that gap and you live with arte and you express the best version of yourself, you feel great.
I've just made it my goal and my practice to cultivate tools that help people to develop their own wisdom rather than remembering something that I say to them. Information is the ingredients, knowledge is the recipe, wisdom is what happens when you've cooked the meal.
What it is the subconscious. Really enjoying the power and the control of adjusting these memories, of making these changes. What's the next memory that shows itself? Of forgiving yourself and others for the past and allowing those programs to shift and change. And just seeing that memory so clearly now as you've overwritten that memory with more positive feelings.
It cultivates resilience, which cultivates survival, which then lays the foundation and platform for us thriving into our potential. What is that? I don't know. That's the whole point though, let's find out.
The next state of consciousness is called by me. To me, by me. The huge difference is that when I'm in to me, life is happening to me. When I'm in by me, I take responsibility.
That is beautiful.
For creating my life and my reaction to life as it occurs.
Your thoughts become reality, and whatever you give the most power to is shaping and recreating your life.
Now, imagine you could step into that person, that wise, kind person, be in their body, look through their eyes, and look into the heart and mind and soul of that little version of you. It's almost like, being at the birth of a new baby. This world could be the most magical playground and exploration, like laboratory and classroom.
I'm devoted to your freedom, your expression, your expansion. And we do that with each other, which of course just creates more connection, more intimacy, more love, more devotion.
There's a rhythm to people's learning, growing, getting results, learning. And within that, there is so much freedom. You're observing, you're sensing, you're thinking, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling. And then you're creating this internal narrative about what things mean.
When I'm working with an individual, what I'm trying to do is help them focus on becoming a version of themselves that they're so proud of that they would feel completely congruent offering it to the most extraordinary human they've ever met. Because that's who you should be with. The most extraordinary human that is the most inspiring to you.
Having some kind of a coach or coaching system is a very good way to do that. You have somebody who is an expert at being able to assimilate that information into a system, into a program that's easy to follow, and you have that paired with both accountability and motivate you to actually do what it is that they're teaching you to do.
What if it's all been preparation for me to step into the best, the most powerful, the most productive, the most joyful time of my life? Once you've realized and you've made the decision that this is going to be the best time of your life, that you're excited about it, that you're fired up about it, and that you're going to live into it.
Winners love winning. In the game of life, you're listening to me right now, you're probably a winner. You're investing in your own development.
Please don't expect an overnight fix. It's unrealistic. And also expect that it's completely possible to heal once you commit, but you gotta go all in.
When we fly in combat, we never fly solo. We're alone in the plane, but we always have a wingman who's got our back. Coaches and mentors in your life are that wingmen for you that help you go into the battle, that help you learn and grow and help you get better every single day.
We begin this practice of every day living into and becoming the person we were born to be.
There's a wonderful life with your name on it.
Raise your hand if it would.
You're going
Say
to turn
yes.
around a year from now, you're going to see your life in a whole new place.
Let's start that journey today.